Good morning, everyone. It is Kelly O'Neill here, and I want to welcome you to Thursday training in the Profit-preneur Circle. So as you guys are joining, I want to warn you that I've been having a little bit of internet troubles, and so I hope that I have at least put a Band-Aid on it enough for this morning so that we do not get interrupted on this broadcast. However, if we do, then what we'll be doing is we'll keep coming back unless it becomes ridiculous, and if not, then we will reschedule Joel and bring him back another week. So for those of you who are joining us today, I have a very special guest. This is, I call him Kajabi Joel, right? This is Joel from Kajabi, and Joel and I are going to be talking about how to create a very simple, affluent, attractive marketing system for your business. So for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, allow me to introduce myself. First of all, welcome to the Profit-preneur Circle. We are thrilled to have you here. This is a circle for really amazing entrepreneurs. We call them profitpreneurs, who are specifically looking to work smarter, not harder, and attract affluent clients into their business. And each week I come live to you. We've got resources. We're doing networking. We're doing masterminding. And I do a complimentary training every single Thursday inside the group, either myself or sometimes I will bring on amazing guest experts like Joel. So a little background on myself. Again, for those of you who are brand new to me, again, my name is Kelly O'Neill. I'm a brand marketing and profit strategist, and I specialize in helping entrepreneurs just like you find, really position themselves in the marketplace to stand out, to make your competition irrelevant, and to attract affluent clients. So we are thrilled that you are joining us today. We've got a great training planned for you. As you jump on, please do pop in below. Let us know that you're here. Let us know a little bit about your business. And if you know your profitpreneur type, let us know that as well. So without further ado, I'm so thrilled to have you here. So let me start by laying a little groundwork for why we're having this conversation. I've been working with Joel on a variety of my different clients on the back end I've been using Kajabi forever, but I've been working with you specifically for,
It's been about a year and a half or two, maybe.
Yeah, a year and a half or two. And Joel is the man. I'm showing we're live.
Internet problem.
Oh, are we? Because I'm showing we're live and good.
There you go. I think we're back.
Okay. All right, great. So again, pardon us for the little hiccups that we may have along the way, because I've been having some internet challenges. So we will deal. But again, what I was saying was the reason that I brought Joel on to talk about this simple marketing system is because the ultimate goal in creating your business systems for you to have more freedom is for you to automate everything as much as possible. And your lead generation and your service is a core component that you want to automate, so that regardless of whether or not you are in the office, whether you are on vacation, you're consistently developing new, affluent, attractive leads, and you are consistently nurturing them and putting them into your pipeline and giving them away to then work with you, right? For a majority of for every one of my clients actually that are just starting out, Kajabi is what I recommend to build that system upon. And we're going to dive into that today about why that is. But websites and build out highly customized systems, right? Like as an example, if you look at my kellyoneil.com site, it's all custom, right? It is all custom. But for those of you who are just starting out in your businesses, for those of you who are going to be running an online business, for those of you who are going to be offering memberships, or you are going to be delivering content either to your clients or their teams, you are going to want to check out this platform with us today, because this is the platform I have all my clients who are in that scenario on, as well as myself. So for all of our digital business and our training business, we use Kajabi for everything. We use it for everything from training our teams from training our team. We use it for setting up marketing. The Marketing to Millionaires Intensive that is happening on September 11th, that's starting on September 11th, guys. All of it is marketed and held and serviced on Kajabi. So let's talk about this, Joel, about like when someone is going to set up, we all need in this day and age, we all need a web presence. We have to. It's
Absolutely.
like non-negotiable. And from a branding standpoint and from attracting affluent clients, you have to have a super clean, super simple, you've got to have a highly professional looking presence online.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if you have the choice between having a kind of crappy, 60-page site or a 1-page landing page that's affluent attractive, I am choosing the 1-page landing page all day long. So talk about how in setting up this system, because the first thing that's going to happen, right? We're not talking about traffic generation today. We're talking about like from the moment, like say you do a social media post and it hits your website, right? And if your website is hosted on Kajabi, what can that look like from that perspective?
Well, first and foremost, thank you, Kelly, for having me on.
It is my pleasure. Sorry,
it's a pleasure for me to be here. And, just to introduce myself for the audience, I am Kajabi Joel, or Joel Vivanco. I am the VIP Services Manager here at Kajabi, and we basically work with a lot of our clients in our division to basically build exactly what you're talking about. And really what that looks like in Kajabi is, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's that you want simplicity, you want something that's clear cut, and that's actually what converts the most and the best. You could have an elaborate page, something that looks extremely, really well designed, but then not be as effective as something that's simple, to the point, and really, people can, connect or simply, relate to.
Yes.
One of the things that I can also say is that as you're building out your presence, and Kajabi really helps you to do that. It allows you to create your own website. It allows you to create your own sort of marketing strategies. So if you want to build a list of an audience to potentially market to them later for whatever products you develop, it allows you to do that as well. So you can have a simple landing page, a home page even. Right now, another thing that we really have to pay attention to is how people are used to looking at their phones and just browsing quickly through everything.
Yes.
So the less cumbersome a site looks like, the better it is, because you want to hit the things that are important as people are browsing. So if maybe you have a tagline, and that's really what you want to focus on, instead of having this long description or of things that people may just not be interested in reading because they want to watch the next video on YouTube or what have you. So you have the ability.
With your affluent clients, you guys, this is so important, because I promise you, they are not reading long sales pages. They're not. They want information quickly. They're going to make a quick decision. They're going to make, I think I've taught this before. We as human beings, we're judgy little people. And we make 11 decisions in the first 7 seconds that we see someone or something. And so, what is that first 7-second impression? And what are the decisions that they're going to make about you and your business? Anyways.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, so maybe having a nice image that represents, what you're trying to target, and a nice tagline, that's going to, either help the people make the decision in those 7 seconds that you're talking about.
Yes.
A lot of times, I don't know if you've noticed, but when you're watching, whether if it's a YouTube video or anything like that, you have those little ads that are like 4 or 5 second ads that come up, and it's like, boom, they hit you with what they think it's going to be the most important for you to know in those 4 seconds. So at that point, you're interested or you're not, and you just move on. You click, skip ad or what have you, or watch the whole thing. But that's the intention of an online presence, is that you want to build a page that represents you the best way possible. And I believe that Kajabi is able to do that. I mean, everything that we just talked about, plus an autoresponder system that allows you to communicate and nurture that, the audience eventually, that's also included in the system, which is, I believe, why you're recommending it.
Yes. So, and let's walk them through the system. So someone comes, and I'm going to give you one of my, I call it this is my own personal, what I call it. I call it a cheater brand. And what that means is, you guys, when we're in cash infusion stage, we do not need to be spending, to do branding with my company. It starts at $15,000, which, let me just tell you, I will say all day long, branding makes a massive difference. And when you're ready for that, you absolutely should do that. 1,000%. It will make a huge difference in your business. And when you're just getting started, when you're getting into the cash infusion, we don't need to go all super fancy. Like Joel said, you can have one. I was just talking to a client that's in our Profitology Business Incubator program, and she's like, my website, she's going after celebrity clients. And I said, we need to take this website down. You need to put up one lifestyle image shot on Kajabi. And this is my little cheat, and you guys are going to love this. You literally put your name, your company name, or your logo or whatever, by referral only. One page, super simple. And the reason that's so effective with your affluent clients is because now you've positioned yourself at, it's just super simple. And it connotes that exclusivity and that higher echelon, and just to let you know, they will still click on it even if they are not by referral, right? They'll still click on it. I literally created $300,000 in contracts in a quarter for a branding agency using that strategy. So on Kajabi, the first step is you can actually set up a super simple landing page, right? Is that what we call them?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know that's what we call them. Is that what we call them in Kajabi?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
A super simple landing page that you can put by referral only. Click here, and that starts your funnel. And you can do that in a matter of minutes in Kajabi. It is so simple.
Yeah, I mean, we even have templates that you can pick from that are already laid out, that are already designed for you. And I think I noticed someone that posted a message that Kajabi makes it so simple. It's kind of point and click. I mean, if you just need to swap out an image, you can do that. If you need to swap out the copy, I mean, the layout's already there.
Yes.
The designs are already there. I mean, you can even create your own custom page if you wanted to, if you want to take the time.
Yeah.
But we already have templates laid out for different purposes and exactly to emulate what you're talking about, which is you have a simple layout, a simple page, a simple message that makes it effective for people to just say, you know what, let me check this out.
Yep. Or if you're running, as an example, you can go look at the Marketing to Millionaires, and I think I saw Jasmine just posted it, all done in Kajabi. That is something we did internally here, so it is going to save you money. It is going to save you time, and you are going to be able to get something up super, super, super quick. Super quick. So absolutely. I love it. All right. So now, depending on where you're sending them to, you're either sending them and that becomes your site, right? Where you're sending that, or you're sending them to a specific campaign. The next thing we want to do, obviously, is we want to capture their information or give them a way. And my favorite way to do this is to give them a way to contact us. So with affluent clients, really, what's really fantastic is you can integrate your scheduling system. So when they click by referral only, right, the next thing that you can do is you can say, you can take them to another page that gives them a little bit of information about you and says, if you'd like to schedule an appointment, enter your information here. Now, that is important. Why is that important, Joel?
Well, because you want to collect and build a list. I mean, you want to be able to understand who's actually interested in your whatever you're offering, who's interested in you and the message that you're sending out. And ultimately, as you build, as they enter those their login or not login, but their email contact information. Now you have a way or a list in which you, or an audience rather, that you can now communicate and start to send out additional information that will continue to sort of either elevate you as an expert in the field, but also now you have an audience in which is again telling you, yes, I'm interested in what you have, and now they will prompt you to develop maybe a coaching session or maybe an online course as well. I mean, so all of those elements, I know that, and as we're talking about Kajabi, as you start hitting the different phases of how people are coming in through a pipeline, through a marketing strategy, eventually you start to build on different things to be able to take someone who's a contact to a potential purchaser of your product.
Yes.
And all that can happen in Kajabi.
Yes, and that's what I love about this and here I want to give you a tip. So again, super simple landing page. And when Joel talks about a pipeline, guys, let me put that in layman's terms. A pipeline basically means the super simple marketing system, right? We're starting to lay a customer journey for your clients. And again, when you're marketing to affluent clients, you want it to be super quick. You want it to be super simple. You want it they're going to know right away based on the impression that they have and the message and the images and that sort of thing, whether or not you are right for them and whether or not they are going to want to, whether they're going to want to talk to you, right? Yes, and by the way, we're going to get to all these questions because we are going to walk you through the entire system. So step one is that, right? You can either take them to an appointment page. You could also, depending on what your type of business is, you could take them to a white paper or a special report, depending on the type of business that you have. Something super, super quick that they can download, which, by the way, is all done in Kajabi, right? So when you guys get your workbooks, as an example, for the Marketing to Millionaires Intensive, when you guys get your workbooks, that is delivered through the Kajabi. It's super simple. You just literally, I think I did that. And if I did it,
nice.
Seriously, anybody can do it, right? And you literally just upload it. So you can now start building and nurturing that, giving them some information that they might want, giving them something that's going to help solidify that expert, your credibility and your authority. And then you can take them to, an appointment page. Okay, so through this process, now we're capturing their information. One tip for you, I highly recommend, especially for your more affluent clients, I highly recommend that you get their mobile number. I have a philosophy on this that flies in the face of most internet marketers. Most internet marketers will tell you, don't require their phone number because a lot of people don't want to give out their phone number. I have a different philosophy about this, and it has never steered me wrong. I've been utilizing this philosophy since I started online marketing when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, and that is I always ask for their phone number. And the reason for that is because I am only looking to work with serious people. And if people are not serious enough to give me their phone number, then they're probably tire kickers, right? That's my philosophy. Now, every internet marketer on the planet is going to tell you I'm wrong. But that is my philosophy, and I have a very healthy, very engaged, very robust list, and a very robust community. Obviously, you guys are in it. And we ask for phone numbers. Your affluent clients it's like the texting, right? So Kajabi allows you to ask for mobile phone numbers and to collect those. So once you're collecting those and you're building this list, it then becomes basically your CRM. Joel, do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I want to add something a little bit more to hitting the point of asking for the phone number, especially when you're talking about affluent clients. I mean, right now, as you even refer to internet marketers, well, that's internet marketing. I mean, that means that you're solely basing everything on automation. There's no personal touch there.
Right.
As you request a phone number, it implies that they may get a call from you. And so yeah, absolutely. You want to put in a field, add in a field in addition to their name and email to say, hey, what is the best number to contact you to schedule a call or what have you.
And I specifically say mobile number. Like, I don't even want a landline. I want their mobile number.
There you go.
And what that allows you guys to do, just so you know, and there are software, like we have software that we use to automate this. I'm sure you guys all got a text this morning reminding you of the call. But what it also allows you to do is to send them a personal message right there. Right? Again, with your affluent clients, we're not trying to bring in 10,000 at once. It's like if you've got a list of 10 and you're going to have 10 conversations and be able to text them back and forth, you're good to go. So Kajabi allows you to do that. We always collect mobile numbers.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else? I think you were asking.
Yes. So now we have their information. So, people are asking like, well, what about email? Like, do I have to? Oh, by the way, you guys, this is the other reason I love using Kajabi for a cash infusion system. And also for other things as well, is because it's all in one place. Like, we don't need to now go, I shut down my ClickFunnels account. We pulled everything off of there. It's all on Kajabi. We shut down our ClickFunnels. You don't need to have now like MailChimp and, like all these different things, because you can have it all in one place. So now that we have their information, talk a little bit about some of the features that they can utilize to now begin to nurture that relationship. Because that's the next step. You got to keep building the relationship.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when, again, taking someone as a use case where they're opting in, they're actually interested in filling in their name and email and their number, they submit that, and then either by submitting that, they're receiving this downloadable that you referred to also, right? Like maybe a workbook. And they receive that via either the email as an attachment, or you can actually, on the thank you page that they land on after you sort of enter in, there's a download button. So you have two options. Now, what I highly recommend is to upload it as an attachment to an email, because anybody can just enter in any bogus email address and then expect that workbook. Well, for you, this workbook is really important. This is something that's high value that you're giving them. So I would recommend to attach it into an email, which, by the way, you can create in Kajabi, an email sequence that's already automated, linked to this form, right? And then just say, hey, thank you for opting in. You're going to be receiving your work downloadable here in the next few seconds. Check your email inbox, and you can download it from there. Yep. Boom. And then so now this is the first email that they get from you, from an email sequence that you could potentially build upon to start nurturing and continue the communication with these potential prospects.
Right. Exactly. And again, it's super simple. So, it's not $10, you guys, but it's all these platforms in one, and it's super scalable. I have set up my clients who have brand new businesses on this. And then Joel and I also worked on a friend of mine, you guys know, Amanda Trust from Faster Way to Fat Loss. Joel and I consulted on setting up her entire back end platform. You guys, she's got tens of thousands of users on that platform.
I just had a conversation with her yesterday, by the way.
Okay, and, she's funny. I was watching her Instagram story, and she was like, "I heard you talking in the background." I'm like, "Oh, that's Joel." So it was really funny.
Yeah.
I messaged her. I'm like, "Are you talking to Joel?" But you guys, it's super scalable, which is, again, why I recommend this platform. By the way, Jasmine's going to drop in an affiliate link for you guys. And so just so you know, I don't ever recommend anything that I don't recommend, right? I am super, super, super critical about the things that I recommend. And I recommend Kajabi. I put my private clients on Kajabi. I am on Kajabi. And for all of you who decide to give this a For all of you who decide to give this a shot, I think you guys offer like there's a free trial.
Yeah.
If you,
Yeah, absolutely. Let me speak to a little bit about that. As if someone is inclined to trying it out, they can go to click on your link and just select any of the plans. It'll have, like, I believe, a 30-day trial, either 14 or 15. I can't remember because I'm not always in the plans right now. But it will have a trial, and within that trial, you're going to get a call, what we call a 30-minute fast start, which with one of our experts that will basically showcase with your own account how to build one thing or another. We also have the training that's available to you that can launch you into start building out your own thing. So we have training in the step by step on how to do that, all in Kajabi. Again, you don't have to be tech savvy, but there are requirements that you need to be able to navigate through a computer, and things.
And when you guys sign up, just send a screenshot of your confirmation page to the concierge, and I'm going to actually develop a couple affluent cash infusion funnels, like how to do it. I'll do a little training for you, and you guys will get that from me for signing up for this, so that you can actually build something out really, really, really quickly. So
great.
A little bonus ad. All right, so now, and then also, by the way, you guys, so I see people in there saying I can help you. That's fantastic. That is what this community is for. Like, they have great support. Trust me, we use it when we're trying to do more techie stuff. So, okay, so now they're in there, right? So again, they've come. They've now subscribed. They've given you their information. You now have... now you've got them in your email list. You've delivered an email. Maybe you're starting a text conversation with them. Talk about some of these automated pipelines, because this is where, you guys, we want to, especially as you start to get more momentum in your business, you're going to have to automate these things. Like, we have, hundreds of people subscribing to our different, channels every week. And so we can't personally, we can't personally answer every single one of those people. So you're wanting to set up these automated, like, for those of you who are familiar, some people call them autoresponders or autoresponder series. That is something that you can do in Kajabi to start to create that conversation and to start to really, what we call, nurture the relationship. Right? So just like you would nurture a relationship in person, you have to do that online. You've got to be able to do that online. So talk a little bit about that, Joel.
Yeah, so pipelines in Kajabi, it's really a marketing funnel, a marketing strategy, or a sequence. As layman as it may sound, that's what that is. And so what happens, we have multiple pipelines that target different ways of you marketing something. If you want to schedule maybe a Zoom call, for example, with your audience, just kind of like what we're doing here through Skype, but if you're using Zoom, you can schedule a Zoom event. And so this now creates a pipeline that will auto-generate the page that you need. It will auto-generate copy for you, sample copy. All you got to do is go in there and swap out that copy yourself. It will link everything out. It'll prompt you to enter, for example, the Zoom link for the webinar that you're going to have, from Zoom. Insert it so that when it creates the email follow-ups, the reminders, it will include the link in there, all by itself. So all you got to do is say, hey, I want to do a Zoom webinar pipeline, or I want to use a Zoom webinar pipeline. All you got to do is click on that. It'll start generating and creating and hooking all of that up for you, so you don't have to do it yourself. All you got to do now is go into each corresponding page and
provide your customized information.
Change
like Thursday, April 20th.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, you could even, it'll even prompt you to select the event. When this is going to happen. So it schedules it all for you.
Oh, perfect.
Right. And then we'll send the reminders to them via email. And I mean, it's really, that's what we call them pipelines, because out of, point click, you can click on one of those and it'll create the entire wireframe. And all you got to do is just simply change maybe some imagery that fits your brand a little bit more, maybe upload a logo, maybe change the taglines, etc. But it's all there. All you got to do is just swap that out with your own messaging and you're good to go.
Okay, perfect. People are asking some questions. We're going to get to those questions. Kajabi does not currently offer a scheduler, correct? You just integrate your own.
Yeah, you could use something like Calendly or Acuity.
Yep. We recommend schedule once for very specific reasons. Again, because of the automation, there's a very specific reason we recommend that. But yeah, you can also, there's also free ones out there that are available that you can integrate.
When you have the form and the intention of the form is to schedule a call, then after they opt in, then you have a thank you page that has a button to call out to schedule once or whatever else service you want to use to schedule a call. So yeah, I mean, it's really, really simple in the way that things integrate, even with third-party services.
Perfect. I love it. And then you can start to build that relationship. Kajabi also does a lot of other things aside for this. Yeah, you guys schedule once is amazing. We can drop our link in there for that as well. Like, it's phenomenal. And again, the reason we use it is because it automates everything. It automates all the reminders. It automates the setting up, the integration with Zoom and all of those sorts of things, and just puts it on our calendar. So it literally eliminated an entire position. The other thing that you can do is you can also start delivering content, right? So you can set up different products. Like, as an example, our entire Profitology Business Incubator is set up on Kajabi. When you guys get into the Marketing to Millionaire Intensive, our replay is hosted in there. We then integrate that into our Critical Path library so that our clients have access to it forever. There's a lot of things that you can do in Kajabi. We even use it for training. So our team trainings for people that come in, we have an entire training that helps people onboard into our company. So there's specific things we know everyone needs to know, and we put them through a training in Kajabi. So now you can start utilizing it for training. You can utilize it for memberships. You can utilize it for, so many things. What are some of the other features that a lot of people wouldn't know about?
Well, the community aspect of it. For example, this is something that, if you are creating a product, and a product means that you're creating some sort of course, a training course or something of training that people actually have to log in to access. And not only does that, imply that it's special access that people have. Like, not everyone can access this, right?
Yep.
So they can access the course, the video content that, around the course, but also you can create what you call a community around that course. So it's a separate product that you create, and it acts like a Facebook private community.
Right.
So now in their library, they see not only the course, the training course, but they also see right below it the private community. And so now you're housing everything. You're now controlling everything under one shell, if you will. People don't have to be distracted by all of the messages from Facebook that you get and the notifications. It's all within the library or your library of your own course and community. Yep. So that's another feature that it's sort of, kind of new that we now just have deployed or have made available to all users.
You know what I'm going to do? I just thought of this right now. My team's going to be like, great. But I just thought of this right now. It's so simple. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this video afterwards, you guys, for all of you that sign up for Kajabi. I'm going to take this video and I'm going to actually show you how to make a video landing page, and then I'm going to show you guys how to do that to create a super simple landing page. And then I'll also give you, once you get in there, I will also show you how you can unlock a product, and I will create the simple tutorial that includes the affluent marketing campaigns and also includes a tutorial of the back end of how we particularly are using Kajabi, and I'll show you the back ends and how simple it is. Would that be helpful for you guys? I think it will.
That's awesome.
So I will do that. Perfect. Okay, great. But I'll show you in real time how simple it is. And even someone like, I know, you guys, Kajabi does, this is why I used to recommend all sorts of different things. It's like, okay, well, you need a Lead Pages account, or you need a ClickFunnels account, and then you need, you need
autoresponder.
An autoresponder, and I used to say you need Aweber, and then you need this, and then you need that. No, you don't. Referrals. We had a big call a couple weeks ago about referral campaigns. They track affiliates, right? So if you have a simple referral campaign, Kajabi tracks affiliates. You can set up an affiliate campaign in there.
Exactly.
Right? What else? I mean, you guys do so many things.
Well, I mean, we have what's called assessments. So if you want to, set up a quiz, for example, as a form of identifying the right client, instead of just having a contact form, you can now create an entire, either a form or an assessment in a way for you to, curate your list, make sure the people that are applying or that are trying to contact you or set up a call are the right people with the right intentions.
Yes. Perfect. I love it. So just to reiterate and put this in context of the system, right? Is we're going to be doing marketing activities that's going to lead them to a web page, right? You can either have your full site on there. It can be a landing page. Hey, Kay, how are you? I love it. I love it when my Denmark people show up. It's like they're committed, right? Because they're like all the way around the world. And we've got several people from all the way around the world. But so you send them to a simple landing page. I love that by referral only, or you can send them somewhere with an affluent, attractive lead magnet. It needs to be affluent, attractive. If you're putting out the same crap that everyone else is, it's not going to be super amazing. So you want to make sure that you have got something that is very specific. It's very fast. It's easily digestible. You then can take them to an appointment funnel, right, where you are having them schedule an appointment to talk to you. Or if they're not ready to do that, then you can put them into what we call a nurture sequence, right? This all can be done in Kajabi. So you put them into, and you start having a conversation with them. You start to let them know a little bit about, excuse me, I have the hiccups. Isn't that amazing? You can start to let them know.
You're human.
I'm human. And by the way, someone said to me one time, you cry real tears. I'm like, of course I cry real tears. What is wrong with you? Like, yes. I mean, they're like, but you're so tough. I'm like, no, I am a human. I cry and I have hiccups, apparently. So then you start to have that conversation with them. It's automated, but you can really, you can start to create these conversations in a way that are really like, hey, I just wanted to ask you really quickly. Tell me a little bit more about this. And then they can respond to you. So even though it's automated, but it really does create more of that relationship. And then when you've got their information, and especially when you have their mobile number, you can text them like, hey, I saw that you subscribed to this. I just wanted to check in on you. Would love to learn a little bit more about you and what you're looking for and see if I can be of help. Is that something you're interested in? Great, let's schedule an appointment. So you can start to do that. And then as you're providing service, again, this is the way that for the Profitology Business Incubator, when we send out emails, we send them out through Kajabi when we're sending out reminders, right? And I believe we do that as well for the Marketing to Millionaires campaign. We send out our reminders through there. We send out, we host all of our content in Kajabi. So any content that you're getting is 100% of the time hosted in Kajabi. Any campaigns that we're running, it's done in Kajabi. So there's so many different things that you can do. I love it. Great question. Whoever did, I can't see who asked that. Does Kajabi integrate with merchant accounts and QuickBooks? Kajabi integrates, and I'll just let you answer this because I can answer it. It takes payments too.
No, it integrates natively with Stripe and PayPal. So those are two major players in the merchant, shopping cart, and so as long as you have your shopping cart, a Stripe account or PayPal account, you can integrate that with Kajabi natively. That means that it gives you a lot of power.
Define natively for them.
Yeah, so natively means that you can create your offers, you can create single payment offers, you can create multi-plan payments or subscription payments when it's integrated natively. If you're using something outside of Stripe or PayPal, now you have to use something like Zapier to be able to send the user through to be able to have access. So it becomes more complex. It's not as easy to make things work, but we always recommend to use what's native in Kajabi because that's what's going to give you the most power to be able to use the platform to its full extent.
We use Stripe we use Stripe for Kajabi, for all of our Kajabi, and I do have a merchant account and I do have a PayPal account, right? And we use all three of them. But in Kajabi, everything integrates with it. So that's exactly what we did. We integrated it with that. So you guys, Joel is now. Because are you in our community now?
I don't know if I am or not.
Okay. Do you have a Kajabi Joel Facebook account?
I have my own personal Facebook account, but I can certainly be in there. So here's the thing. I represent the VIP services division, which is kind of like hidden. It's not something.
It's for the I have the super. I brought you the
it's
super
for the
secret.
Affluent. It's in fact it's for the.
I brought you the super secret back-end Kajabi guy.
It's for the right affluent clients that are interested in the internal service that we offer.
Yes. Perfect. So maybe what we can do is have one of the customer service peeps jump in or something if they need to, have questions.
No, and I mean I can jump in. I can certainly send you the information for me to be available. To
So here's what Joel is trying to say very politely. He's not your personal tech support. He's just trying to say that very nicely and politely. Like that's a paid service that they offer you guys. So he's super happy to help. He's super happy to answer questions. He's amazing. He provides myself and my high-end clients really amazing, fantastic service. And also, please don't, they have a tech support. So if you have a question on I don't know how to do this, then...
No, absolutely. We have live chat 24/7.
Yes.
We have a ticketing system too. But I mean, if for those who are in Denmark or anywhere else, they can literally jump on and chat with one of our experts through live chat. So I mean, that's something that's available to them.
Perfect. All right, guys. So here's what you're going to do. We're going to wrap this up. We went a little longer today, but I wanted to incorporate the concept of setting up the marketing system, for cash infusion for the Affluent, but really then give you a platform to be able to get that up really quickly without trying to have to duct tape a bunch of things together. So I hope that you found this helpful. Again, for those of you who want to give Kajabi a try, there is a 14-day trial. You can utilize our link. In fact, please utilize our link. Yes, I do get compensated on that. In fact, that's a strategy that I do teach in our Profitology Business Incubator to people. By the way, I only recommend things that you actually believe in because otherwise that's just not a good thing to do. So, but yes, and then what we will do is send that information to Jasmine, send her a screenshot of your registration or whatever. And then I am going to I will do a training and you will get some information probably within the next 7 to 10 days. I will create a little training. We will integrate this video and I'll show you exactly how I do it. Sound good?
Awesome.
Awesome. Joel, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to chat with you, and I want to thank you so much. Again, you guys, thanks so much for joining us on Training Thursday. We're going to be back with another amazing call next week. I cannot wait to share with you. By the way, if you've not registered for the Marketing to Millionaires Intensive that's on September 11th, you do not want to miss this, and invite all of your friends. Our clients will tell you, the people who took it last time were like, this was the best training I've ever taken in my life. And so I'm super thrilled to provide this information to you guys and help you really kick off your fall in a phenomenal way. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.
All right, guys, take care. My pleasure.